welcome back to my channel, and today we will work together with the daily Leetcode problem S1 and then S2, because like in here with the definition that the S1 is only one, it marks up 1000 elements, while the S2 up to, yeah, that's still a lot, like 10 power 5. So it means that in here, like if we iterate over the S1 and then S2, so it is 10 power 8, and somehow like this one is uh, exactly like the threshold of the problem. So however, like in here we have at most 1000 cones, so it means that we need to iterate through S1 and S2. We need to multiply with this one equal to 10 power 11. So this one is impossible to use the brute force, and so that's why we need to come up with another strategy to solve this problem. The S1, that is the name of the S2. S2 is like it is always longer, that is up to like 10 power 5. So we should focus on address the problem from here, because we always can iterate through the S1 and find it. And one of the useful architecture data structure we can use in here, it can be the hash map or the mapping, or we can call that the dictionary in the Python. Okay, so what is the strategies? For example, like in here we are given the sum, which is 7. So in here we have one, we can iterate over the S1, right? And then when we iterate, and then we can estimate the subtraction between the total and each element in the S1. For example, this one is the 7 minus 1, right? And is there any elements in here satisfy the problem? And then we can find it into the dictionary. And well, because the operation in the dictionary is like that is the O1 to find the one element in here if it is unique. And then so in here like we can, yeah, so this one we can have that is a 6, right? That is not in the dictionary. And then somehow like it suggests us that we need to transform the S2 into a dictionary using the frequency or something like that. So if we use the frequency, and of course we have the frequency of 1 equal to 1, the 4 equal to 2, right? And the frequency of 5, okay, so that is 2, and 2, that is the 1. Okay, so here's the frequency, and then we can look up, we can seek for the value of 6 in the dictionary. Of course this case it does not happen, so that's why we don't have any element associated with the element 1, and then it satisfies the total. Okay, so it means that the first one is, so we should ignore the 1 in here. We can do the similar thing for the 1 in here as well. Okay, so in here we consider the value of 2, and then so the value of 2 here we can see that, okay, 7 minus 2 equal to 5. Okay, so here we can see that we can seek the value of 5 in the dictionary, and somehow like we have 2. Okay, so here like we have already found that with one value of 2 in the S1, and then we have 2 value for the 5 in the S2 frequency. Okay, so here like how many elements up to we have in the S1? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Here we have 3, and one element can give us 2 value of 5. So it means that in here we have 3 element of 2, and then that is like 2 element of 5, right? That is for the value of 2, value of 5, and then it means that we have 6 combination, and that is the number of the count. Yeah, so of course we need to iterate over the 3 as well. Okay, so for now we visit the 3, and so in here like we can get the 7 minus 3, that is what? That is the 4, right? Okay, so we will pick this one, right? So here like what is the frequency? in here like we only have a 1, we have only have 3 here with the frequency of 1, and then we multiply with 2, right? That is the frequency of 4. So it gives us what? It gives us 2. And combine these two things together, we lead to the solution, and then we have 8 in here, right? Okay, so here is no, not this one. So here we can see that is exactly the count. Okay, so for now we know the way we solve the problem. Okay, so here we can see that like the difficult things happen when we up the dictionary for the frequency in the S2. So in here, like, what if we are given like one inquiries about the add operation, and the first element is the index, and the second one, I mean the following one, is the value. And so for example, like in here we are given 3 2, so it means that we are trying to modify the value of 2 in here. The index is 0 1 2 and 3, and in here like we need to modify this one by add this one by 2. So it means that somehow like in here the frequency of this one, firstly the value will be changed, like 1 4 5 4 5 4, right? So okay, so how can we calculate the frequency of this one? I mean the update. Okay, so in here we can see that in here the frequency of the 4, it is currently 2, right? Okay, so we need to we need to update this one by 1, and also like we need to update this one by 1. And because originally we have the value of 2 in here, so we need to minus this one, decrease by 1, right? And we need to increase the value of here. Okay, so that is the rule for us to just like update the frequency. Okay, so for now we can together program and to solve the problem. Okay, so in here firstly, like we need to get the frequency of S2, right? That is what we can get the counter. So this one can be the you can easily create the hash map or the dictionary by using the counter. It will count the frequency for us. That is very convenient way for us to use in the Python. And so in here we need to get the okay, we will assign the S1 here because we will need to iterate it later. And in here, that is the S2, we also need to store the value of the num S2 to update, and then look. This one, it will play in the role of the key to find the key in the hash map, I mean in the dictionary, so we need to store it in the num S2. Okay, so in here like we can get the same. Okay, all right, so we have already store all the things. I think that this is all the things we need at the moment. And then so what if happen if we want to add one of the new element? So in here we just need to update the frequency of S2, and then so what is the value when we want to update? Firstly we will update the value for the incoming value first, right? Because if we delete the value before this one, and then we lose the frequency. We increase this by 1, and then we update the value in the num S2. This one we will update by using the val, and then we will decrease the frequency of num S2 in the of index. Sorry. This one we sorry. We should minus this first, and then we update, right? As we said it in here, and then somehow like when we want to update, and then we need to decrease this one first. For example, like we are given the 2, right? It means that the 2 in here that will be disappear. So it means that we need to reduce the value of the 2 of frequency of the 2 in here by 1. So it means that firstly we will modify this as like 1 1 4 2, 5, 2, and 2, 0, right? So for now we have already modified the frequency of the original one, and then somehow like in here we need to increase the incoming value, right? So that one, that is the what, 4, 3, right? Increase this one by 1, and then we have 5, 2, and 2, 0. Okay, so in here we can see that in here we updated successfully. You can try to do it by minus this one first. It will not work because like we lose the chase for the 2, right? Because after we update the value of 4 in here, and then we lose the chase for the previous index, and then so yeah, we need to minus this first. Okay, so in here, so for now we can get the solution by using
that's 2, right? And then we will do what? We will add it up, right? Add it up as the okay, so in here we just need to add it up with the set loss frequency of S2 and top minus none, right? And then we return count. Okay, so some type of error.
Okay, so this one is good, but that is not the optimal solution. We see that we can make use of the frequency in here, and then we can do it like, okay, so we need to get the frequency for the num s1 as well. So we can get the frequency of num s1. It is like the counter of num s1, and because like in here, if we iterate through all of the elements in the s1, it is not plausible. It is not good, right? It would be duplicated, and then so somehow like we need to get the key s1, right? That would be like save the frequency of s1 dot keys, and for now we just need to iterate through what, through the keys of s1. Okay, so when we iterate through this one, and then we can get the frequency of this one, and then that is the num, and then we multiply with this one. Okay, so something happens here. Frequency of s1, it will iterate through the s. Okay, so that is not I replaced the wrong thing. It should be like this. Okay, so in here we still need to get the frequency of s2. Okay, typos error. Alright. Okay, this is improved a little bit. We still can have another observation in here, is that like the smallest value in the num s2 is like, that is the 1, right? So somehow like in here, if we just have like, if the num that is greater than total, and then so we are safely to break, because like in here the smallest value of the num s2 is 1, so it means that if the num in the s1 it is equal, that is just equal to the total, and then we don't have any kind of the values in the s2 to satisfy the condition. However, in here when we break, and then we totally break from the for loop, and so what if this one, this one is the s1, right? What if it is not shorted? And then that would be the problem. So in here, if we can try to sacrifice one shot in here, and then see that if it works in terms of improvement, right? That is not the total, that is the tot. All right. Okay, so we can beat like 99%. However, in here the memory complexity is still a lot. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for watching my video, and hope you to enjoy my video. That is quite long video, and if you can, please give me a like or comment for what you are thinking about my video, and yeah, that's very good for me to improve my videos in the futures. Thank you so much, and see you